Hello investors, welcome to Simpli Stocks. Just 3-4 weeks ago, I did a dedicated video for you on Shivalik Bimetal Controls, where I analyzed this business model in detail. I discussed how this single business is a great proxy for several high growth sunrise sectors like EVs, smart meters, renewable energy, and also data centers. Then last week on Thursday, August 6th, their results also came out and the stock hit back to back 20% upper circuits for the next 2 days. Plus, I was also listening to their Concall, which was also quite good. And since the results have come out, I was getting a lot of queries regarding Shivalik as well. So I thought of doing a recap video on it. So in this video, we'll discuss what should people do who are already invested over here, and should they increase their position, and what should they do. And for those among you who are new or who had missed this opportunity, so for them, how does SBC look from a fresh perspective? We will also discuss that today. So today we will do a Q1 results and Concall analysis of SBC, and we will discuss all of this. With this, let's quickly get started. To start with, let us look at the headline numbers first. So here you will see that in Q1, meaning the months from April to June, their sales have grown by 33% compared to the last year. A slight expansion was seen in the EBITDA margin too. EBITDA has grown by 35%. But as you come down, you will see that net profit has grown by a tremendous 45%, and net profit margin has also grown from 16.7% to 18.2%, or basically we can say the company has benefited very well from operating leverage. I had started tracking Shivalik in our Simpli Stocks community and then also for all of you on YouTube after their March quarter. And right here, you will see in this screenshot, what a great turnaround story SBC is becoming right now. It had been struggling for several quarters earlier. Then Q4 March quarter was a breakout quarter for them when growth accelerated and 23% sales growth came. And now in Q1, the growth has accelerated further. And as I discussed, they posted 34% sales growth. And the reason I am telling or showing you this screenshot of screener is that you have to understand that you are not late in SBC. This business has just started posting good results. It has been only 2 quarters since the breakout has happened in this company. So it has a long way to go even from here. Now, see, I have already studied Shivalik in depth once. So my request here as we go ahead to you will be that if you are seriously interested in this business, or let us say if you are seriously exploring it, then after this video, please watch that old video as well. I'll give you a brief overview today again in short, don't worry. But my main focus will be obviously on the new developments that have happened in this company since then. But that video can definitely help you to understand better the business model in detail. So I'll put its link in the description for you below. Now, to explain in a very simple language, so Shivalik Bimetal Controls or SBC is a specialty components manufacturer. It makes high precision components for electrical, industrial products, which are used for various applications like measuring current or breaking circuit, or say turning things on and off in an automatic way. The company manufactures these products using manufacturing technologies such as electronic beam welding, EVW, and high pressure diffusion bonding. In these products, accuracy, precision, and quality obviously matter a lot. For instance, the EV shunts SBC manufactures, so they provide higher safety and performance compared to other other market players which are offering such similar products. And these very capabilities make SBC a very moated business. Like specifically, if I talk about their products, so they manufacture shunt resistors, thermostatic bimetals, electrical contacts, bus bars, and also PCB assemblies. Currently, shunt resistors and bimetals are the largest segments for them. But one thing you need to understand here is that it does not supply its products directly to any OEM like Tesla or Mercedes. SBC falls into Tier 2, Tier 3 supplier category, where it supplies its precision parts to the ancillary businesses which are above them. Then those businesses use the components supplied by SBC to manufacture, let's say, add more value and manufacture proper products for either other ancillaries, or sometimes they directly supply to the OEM. And they are also very well diversified application-wise and sector-wise. Earlier, what was that SBC was overly concentrated on one particular sector and one particular customer, which also created problems for them. But since then, they have become diversified, and we will talk more about this later. And along with EVs, it supplies its products for many other end segments like smart meters, industrial automation, and consumer electronics. Like the main job here, if I talk about of a shunt resistor, one of the products that they manufacture, is to measure the current in an appliance. For instance, in any EV battery pack or a smart meter, it is very important to know how much current is going in and how much is coming out, right? Shunt resistors are used to accurately measure this very current. Within this application, obviously, then they can come into use across many other use cases also, like knowing charging, discharging levels, adjusting motor speed, and so on, which prevents overcharging, safety issues, and also overload risks. So these things help over there. Then the second main product segment is of thermostatic bimetals. Thermostatic bimetals are made by joining two different metals together. And what happens is, as both metals expand at different rates when heated by current, so one metal gets too hot, it bends and breaks the electrical circuit. Like as an example, in your home's iron, geyser, AC, refrigerator, and other appliances, and also in EVs and industrial machines. So these kinds of bimetal strips are used to automatically control temperature or prevent overheating. Apart from this, they are also into electrical contacts. Whenever any switch or circuit is being turned on or off, so electrical contacts are used over there. These are installed in switchgear, industrial panels, transmission equipment, consumer appliances, and so on. Additionally, what has happened is that for the past few years, Shivalik has been working on new products as well. Among these, they have developed bus bars and PCBA assemblies. The job of bus bar is to safely and efficiently transfer or distribute current in EV battery packs and also power distribution systems. And these very products are the main trigger in SBC. And this we will understand in detail later, a bit later, basically how their introduction is going to help them to improve margins. But one thing you need to understand here is that what makes Shivalik special is that it is a highly moated business. They have multiple competitive advantages and skill sets. For instance, developing electronic beam welding, this EBW and diffusion bonding technologies is not easy. It takes a lot of time to build expertise in these. A lot of attention to detail and also precision is required in this business. That is why SBC is classified as a precision manufacturer. Like to give you a perspective, the tolerance limit for precision can be as thin as a human hair or even less. Otherwise, your product, it will get rejected, because see, these products have applications from safety standards or critical usage point of views. So there can be no compromise at all. Then these products are customized as well. For example, SBC will supply a different design of a product to Bosch and a different one to ABB. And clients take anywhere about 18 to 24 months just to approve a new supplier, which is why these, let us say, clients or customers do not change suppliers frequently. Like firstly, the customer or client will finalize the design with SBC, they will work on it. Then they will test it also for 2 to 3 years once the design is finalized. And once a client signs up, they continue to source components from them for 10-15 years, because these parts are cheap, so their application is also critical. Hence, clients do not change their suppliers quickly. So the risk is there a lot on the client side. So they will stick to a trusted supplier, which is supplying them on a proper, or let us say on a timely basis, and there is no problem when it comes to accuracy. That being said, reason is, if a shunt resistor or bimetal fails in the product, then basically your whole product will fail. So you see like how high the stickiness is, and that is why margins are also high. So there is no as such any extra incentive for a client or customer to change their suppliers frequently. They do not want to take that. They do not want to take that risk. And there are very few companies, not just in India, but actually in the whole world as well, that can make such products. For example, SBC holds 80 to 90% share in the domestic bimetals, trimetals market. It also controls 10 to 12% market of shunt resistors. Similarly, they have their own research expertise, and they also have low-cost manufacturing setup. Because of that, their margins are also better than the industry average. So all of this makes Shivalik a very interesting, I'll say, precision manufacturer. Therefore, even if you feel Shivalik's PE is a bit high, you must understand that first, Or first of all, growth is accelerating over here. Margins are growing. Plus, whichever other precision manufacturers are out there, let us say from Azad to Unimec, you will see they all trade at premium valuations. So all in all, Shivalik is also a good undervalued opportunity, I think. But look, Shivalik is just one unique business. If you want to build a good portfolio, you need to track many such unique, strong models that are doing better than other companies. But finding and then studying such special business models take a lot of also time and effort. And it is not possible, I think, for a normal retail investor to provide so much time to study so many different stocks and sectors in depth. And let's say, even if you find a good business, you have to even time your entry in it. For Shivalik, consider this, that the time after March quarter results was very good to add this business. Or imagine if you had bought it 2 years ago, then you would not have generated any return. But since Q4, it has done quite well. So you also need to check those triggers, what is happening and when. But for a normal retail investor, I think it is not at all possible to spend so much time in picking good businesses out of so many different stocks. And then you also have to study them properly, because else let's say you will miss out on something. So that is why we have created a personal WhatsApp community for serious investors, where we closely track more than 100 good businesses for you. And this is across the entire or whole market universe, from large, mid cap to many even small caps and micro cap businesses. I discuss everything in detail, like their business model, valuation, risk factors, and also how their results have been, and so on. Here, I also share my portfolio and I clear all your doubts on a one-to-one basis. But remember, this is a paid community and there are two plans in this: 6,000 rupees for 6 months and 10,000 rupees for a full year plan. In the 6-month plan, your monthly cost will average to 1,000 rupees, and in the full year plan, your monthly cost will be just 850 rupees. So if you are interested in this business, send me a WhatsApp message on this number, or else you can also contact us and join this community through the link in the description below. Now, let us get back to our discussion and try to understand what are the reasons behind such good results and what we can expect from here. So after COVID, very good growth came in the US EV market, but then there was also a sudden slowdown in demand. Their clients in the US had done excessive inventory stocking. So clients had old inventory lying around. So they were using that up, and SBC did not get many new orders. In this, a major customer also of the company, Vishay Intel Technology, that had also slowed down significantly. Vishay actually alone used to bring about 38-39% of the revenue for SBC. And then Vishay also changed the design of some of their products, due to which that particular business went to competitors of SBC. So there emerged a concentration risk, which I was telling you. But now SBC has developed new components as per those new designs, so they are eligible for that. Along with this, business with Vishay is also booming again. Vishay itself recently posted very good results in US. Its order book grew by 21% in June quarter year on year. So that is why orders are obviously flowing from Vishay to SBC, and that is happening at a fast pace. And then they have clearly told them that they will be buying components from them in good quantities this year. But the management has also repeatedly assured that they will no longer make the same mistake again. They will no longer remain concentrated on any one particular specific client or sector like earlier. And even after this recovery, Vishay's contribution max to max will reach only about 16-18%. So they are pretty well diversified and covered now. Apart from this, now Shivalik is bringing new component-based products. Plus, their customers also have started working on new programs and products. So from here, we will see recovery in the US business. So that is clear. And also, we will see that sales should gradually reach close to the old peak levels again, which used to be there for US market. But the interesting thing here is that recovery will not be like before. It will be even better. Previously, the company supplied only strip products, whereas now they are actually supplying more value-added engineered components to the same customers. So Shivalik has started basically supplying the complete assembly. It has started to supply that complete assembly in which these components are used. So in this regard, the value addition in these products is almost double compared to before. And this is a big driver or big trigger in Shivalik. As a result, from here, we will get to see that the margins in this business are going to expand at a fast pace. They have given a guidance of 20 to 30% sales growth this year, but I personally feel that they will easily beat this. For instance, in Q1 itself, 33% sales growth has come, and their management also shared that bus bar assemblies actually did not have much contribution in Q1. So despite that such good results came, their contribution was minimal, but it will now pick up speed in the upcoming quarters. So from here, we will get to see even better numbers and even better margin expansion that will also happen. Like for instance, if you look here volume wise, you will clearly see that bimetals volumes grew by just 6% in Q1 and shunts actually declined. But despite this, the sales did not fall. On the contrary, sales have increased. And the reason for this, which I was telling you, is the same, that SBC is now gradually focusing or shifting on high margin, value added engineered components and assemblies instead of selling just plain, boring, ordinary strips. Because of this, they are able to charge a higher price for each product or assembly, and they are getting better realization. Besides this, the domestic market also, it has started to recover, which had been stagnant for a long time now. Biometals are used in switch gears. So as real estate and infrastructure development picks up speed again, so demand should recover there as well. Now here, let us briefly talk about their manufacturing capabilities as well. That is another strong point for Shivalik. So SBC has 3 manufacturing plants in Solan of Himachal Pradesh. Among these, the shunt resistors plant has a peak revenue capacity of 700 crore rupees. The capacity of the thermostatic bimetal unit has also reached 600 CR. Similarly, their third plant, where they make electrical contacts, can also bring in 300 crore of business. The company sales last year were around 600 crore rupees, and overall they have the capacity to easily clock, I'll say, 1300 to 1800 crore in sales from here. So we can say Shivalik can easily double or triple its sales from here without any heavy capex or heavy investment. So that makes also a very strong case for Shivalik. Apart from this, the company was also developing a new R&D center and also a CCS center. Both are one in Pune, which has recently become operational. Here, the focus will be on new products like bus bars and PCB assemblies. And this expansion will also help the company to bring high margin value added product. This facility will grow fast separately on its own, and it can add annual sales of 300 to 400 crore rupees. So this year FY27 and next year can be better for Shivalik. These products have already been finalized, meaning the customers are ready, and now commercial production will start slowly happening, and then it will ramp up at a fast pace. So I can conclude by saying that there are several triggers which are lined up for Shivalik for the next few years. First of all, their end segments like EVs, smart meters, and data centers all are seeing good demand, and even within those, value added products and use cases are increasing. So they are quite confident that, for example, smart meters will continue to drive growth for the next 6 to 8 years. Similarly, what I was repeatedly telling you, the contribution of value added products is also increasing. In shunt resistors, what happens is there is an increase of 10 to 12% in realizations, because for the new component based products, the value addition is almost double compared to the previous ordinary strip business. So it will also help to support margins and profitability. And then these bus bars and CCS assemblies will obviously also become the company's next big growth engines. So SBC has started these products for two-wheeler EVs as of now, but going forward, they are also eyeing hybrid and passenger vehicles. So this new business alone, with the help of Pune facility, has the capacity to contribute to 250 to 350 crore rupees in annual sales in the next 2 to 3 years, meaning this segment alone can bring about 50% top line growth for Shivalik. Plus, this new line will obviously help SBC with diversification as well. So I'll say at the end that SBC is at an interesting turning point. From here, we should be seeing an increasing contribution from value-added products and also revenue growing from new business segments. The smart meter segment is also doing well, and then the US revenue can also go back to the previous peak levels. So all in all, multiple triggers are playing out in this beautiful business. Lastly, I'll say if you like this video, then please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also, you can subscribe to our channel Simply Stocks, because finding such businesses and doing research on them takes a lot of time and effort. So if you support us with your likes and subscribes, I'll be able to bring more such videos for you every week. With this, I'll see you in the next video. Happy investing.